Hey team, I am making this video today to welcome you to our class at American Public University in English. This course is for English 102, in which we will be learning how to write what's called an academic essay, or the kind of caliber of essay that instructors generally ask students to produce at the college level. In this video today, I'd like to welcome you to our course, and I'd also like to give you some tips for success in week one, and also to help you look forward to what we'll be doing in week one. This is all so that you can feel comfortable in the course and feel like you understand exactly what's being asked of you. My name is Dr. Jen McCullum, and I ask, please, that you refer to me either as Jen or as Professor McCullum. And I actually do prefer to be called Jen if that's comfortable for you. Firstly, today I'd like to explain to you how videos work in this course. I consider myself to be a humanistic instructor, which means that one of the things that I value the most about higher education is the potential for us to be ourselves. And to forward our ways of thinking, our critical inquiry, by coming to terms with our personal and cultural histories. And our values, our fears, our experiences. So that's one way that I like to use videos in this class, is to foster a feeling of intimacy, a feeling of connection in academic discourse between us. Because I think that, especially in an online course, feeling isolated or feeling disconnected from the human aspect can happen pretty easily. So that's the first way that I use videos in this course. The second way that I use videos in our course is that at the top of every new week, I include an overview video for you. And I hope and expect that you will watch my overview video, or at least listen to it, every single week. Now, I want to outline to you what these weekly videos do so that you can gain a sense about why they're so important for you to watch. So in these weekly videos, I will offer you tips for success for the week that is coming up. These tips will be very specific tips that are designed to help you be successful and to see your success in completing some of the tasks that you're asked to perform in the week. The second thing that the video does is it gives you a sense of what is due. It's designed to also help to keep you on track. And the third thing that the video is designed to do is to reflect on the week that came before, so that you can have a sense of cohesion and synthesis between the weeks. So you never feel like you're just floating in outer space, but you feel like there's meaning, that there are stakes to where we're going in the class in relation to where we've been. So those are the three things that my weekly video accomplishes, in addition to giving you a face, a personality, a nasally voice to put with me. I encourage you as a student in English 102 to make videos as well, if that is something that seems interesting for you to do. Feel free to make a video for your discussion post or as a response in the discussion forums. Absolutely. So I would love to see that if you are open to that experience. So want to follow up with that by offering you a couple tips for success here in week one. The first thing that I'd really love for you to do as you get to know your classmates and as you get to know the course and as you get to know me is I'd like you to take about 10 minutes after this video, and I'd like you to really search our course in Sakai. I'd like you to click on every single link in the menu. I'd like you to explore all of the resources that are offered to you in the course and really get to navigate your way around the course. Just experiment, click around, and I'd like you to save any of the documents that you find important, either to your hard drive or to your bookmarks in your web browser, wherever you can access them most easily. So I want you to kind of start to create a resources file for yourself so that you can easily access some of the key course materials. That'll give you a good access point. For example, when you go into the forums or when you go into the assignments tab, I want you to go ahead and read every assignment that's going to be due this term that's available to you right now. And I'd like you to pose any questions that you have right here in week one, either to our discussion forum, or you can also post questions to Twitter. I have a Twitter account. You can find the link for our course in the syllabus section of this course, and you can post your general questions right here in week one, just so that you can continue to feel successful. You can continue to feel like you know what is going on and what is being asked of you in this course. The second tip that I can give you for week one is to familiarize yourself with a video series that I've made for you called the Writing Overview series. I'm currently adding new videos to this series a couple times every week, but this video series is designed to communicate with you what I see as the key moves of the academic genre. For example, you can find videos there on things like what is the academic genre and how to make arguments and what is context. I have many videos in this series. I encourage you to peruse my Writing Overview series either now or later or both, but especially before you have any essays due. And absolutely after you receive feedback from me on your essays, I encourage you to go to that series and to watch any video that might seem like it would be useful for you. So that's another tip that I have for you here in week one. A third tip, a third takeaway that I have for you here in week one is to really get to know your peers, because I think that here at the beginning of the term is when we begin to build a community together. And I think it's great for you in the introductions forum to introduce yourself to others in a way that can help us get to know what your hobbies are, what your passions are, where you've been, where you want to go, what's your relationship with writing. Give us as many details as you're comfortable with in the introductions forum this week. And feel free to respond to as many students as you like so that we can really build that community together. I really like to see students engaging hardcore in the discussion forums all term long. You have to make at least 2 peer responses every single week. But I like to see students who are showing me their high level of engagement every week by really propelling themselves and saying, I'm actually interested in this. I want to have discussions. I want to unpack some of these complex ideas. I want to show that I'm engaged and I'm interested and I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn something that is really important. What we learn in this class is how to communicate through writing. And that is one of the most important things that you can learn in this culture, in this society here in the 21st century, I believe. It's certainly not the only important thing to learn about communication, but it absolutely is one, because each of us has ideas about humanity and texts that represent our humanity. And we have something to say about where we've been and who we are. And I think that as we learn to cultivate academic texts, our audience broadens, right? We can reach more people. We can do it more skillfully. And that is something that is worthwhile, I think. So those are my tips for getting you started with week one. Looking ahead to week one now, I want to finish this video today by prompting you for action for week one. Week one, you will find our module readings underneath the lessons tab. And I encourage you to read those lessons at the beginning of every week. It kind of gives you a lens through which to view any other readings or to view the forums. So go ahead and start by reading the module lesson. That'll get you a little bit more acquainted with what we're doing in this course. Then you want to read the supplemental readings as well. There is a link for all of our supplemental readings directly in the lessons module. So Really easy to access that. And then you have to do your forum post this week. The instructions for the forum post are directly in the forums for you. Make sure that you reach out to me at any point and with any questions you might have. I'm available through email. I'm available through the forums. And I'm also available through online office hours, which I hold on Skype. Skype is a free interface available internationally, and we can video chat. We can text chat if you don't want to show me your face, or if you can't. I know some of you have restrictions if you're in the military on how you can and cannot use camera technology. But we can use Skype to get to know each other better. You can come to my office hours to talk to me about your writing style, anything that you've struggled with in the past, any interests that you have, any questions, anything at all. So go ahead and book a time with me through my booking site. You can find the link under the syllabus link here in Sakai. I hope that you guys have a phenomenal week, and I will see you here, same time, same place at the top of every new week. Final thing before I go, before I forget, make sure that you are using your APUS email account. Every student has an APUS email. You will receive announcements from me about assignments and papers as I go through email. These are also posted in the announcements section of the course. So if for whatever reason you can't access your APUS, or you don't know how to access your APUS email, or you don't want to, then make sure at least that you are clicking on the links in the announcements section every week to see what you have to see what kind of messages I've sent to the course, to keep them on their heels and to keep them up to date on what's going on. All right, guys, I will see you in the forums, and I'm looking forward to a phenomenal term. Bye for now.